public art is literally just taking it out within in the community, as opposed to the community visiting a particular place, such as a museum or a gallery.
Public art can take any number of forms. A wonderful site is that of Millennial Park in Chicago. There are two terrific pieces, one of two large video screens with a pool in between them. And children come and play in the water, and people come to watch the videos because they're of residents of Chicago, so that's a way that really brings the community together. And the other piece, Cloud Gate, totally engages people because as you walk under it, you're reflected in numerous ways. You're with a crowd and you're standing with them, and you're also seeing you as part of that crowd reflected in the piece.
I have a picture in my mind of people interacting. I think of that Einstein beside the mall in Washington and kids climbing up on Einstein's lap. I think of there's an activeness. I think you want to touch it.
It's a great barometer of the time. Public art describes the world in which we live, and it really invites discussion about it. And therefore, I think everyone learns a lot about themselves as well as their surroundings.
Where you have some things that are flashing, or some things you climb on, or some things that have pictures. You know, there are all kinds of art. But I think the main thing is the interaction between the person and the art. That's what makes public art so extraordinary.
The public art can also reflect the community of Greensboro. Who it is, their goals, their aims, what the city is, you know, and it's a way of giving it its presence too, you know, from the sort of art point of view.
One of the things about public art that is so important is it creates different experiences for people. If you think about how you've interacted with a piece of public art in other communities, you've come to that place from a different part of the community, but yet you leave there having shared a common experience. And if you relate that to the work of a community foundation, that's in essence of what we're trying to do, is to bring people together, broaden their experiences, and widen their perspective on so many different issues, and public art is going to do that. This public art endowment will provide us a permanent income stream to constantly bring significant works of art to Greensboro, and to bring people from across the community together to experience different things and to broaden their perspective of what's actually possible. That, I think, is why art is so important to be funded. We're involved in so many different things at the Community Foundation, everything from health and human services to the environment, to education, to preschool. People will ask, why are you involved in art when there are so many other issues to be involved in? And our response is the role of the Community Foundation is to be a resource for everybody in the community and to bring all people together. Art helps make that bridge through so many different causes, whether it's art in our public schools, whether it's art out into public parks, or whether it's art in corporate offices. There's a common bridge that art brings all those various issues that we're funding across the community.
We have so many cultural assets in Greensboro already in terms of theater, dance, music, and visual arts venues. But what the endowment is going to do is to provide that structure and that base from which to grow these efforts and make public art be a really important aspect of our rich cultural community here in Greensboro.
Well, think of endowment this way. Endowments are those dollars that take the ordinary to the extraordinary. They are very unique and creative expressions by individuals. They can be tailored to do some very specific and unique things in a community.
Families in Greensboro have played an important part in leaving lasting legacies to this community. The Cohn family, the Tannenbaum family, as well as corporations, Jefferson Pilot and Burlington. These have all been important to the character and the growth of Greensboro to become what it is today. The foundation's fund will be a legacy in itself as well.
The endowment does need resources, but even more importantly, it needs leadership, enthusiasm, and vision. That's what makes this opportunity so exciting. Trustees are asked to make a one-time financial commitment and to become actively involved in the work of the endowment. That includes the selection of significant works of public art.
And if we're going to forge a new identity, we need to be a different sort of city. I believe that public art is the single most important aspect of that. So I would urge people who want to support Greensboro as well as enhance their own quality of life to support public art. Good public art takes money. It takes a lot of money, especially if you're going to have a fund that enables you to buy things all the time instead of just once every blue moon. And so we support that, even though we support a lot of other things. A lot of people support a lot of things, and I have the greatest respect for that. But this is one that is integral to the future of Greensboro.
It's important that people give to this effort. It won't get done without all of our support. It's never been done quite this way for this community. And so we want to engage as many people as we can in this process, knowing that it's going to take a lot of us to build the foundation for an effort like this to be successful.
When you stop and think of how art has already transformed your life as an individual, just think what it can do collectively for this entire community. We can't do this alone. We need your support, we need your help, and I will guarantee you that it will be fun, it will be educational, and it will be an extremely rewarding experience.
We at the Community Foundation are so excited about the Public Art Endowment and the impact it will have on our community. We invite you to consider joining us. Together we will do great things for Greensboro.